Welcome to North Metro TV News, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Rusty Ray. First up, a Blaine City Council member, Richard Paul, faces criminal charges after allegedly threatening two Blaine police officers. According to the criminal complaint, late on the night of November 3rd, Blaine police stopped a man who was riding a bike without a headlamp or reflectors. That man was Richard Paul's son, Joseph Richard, who had a warrant out for his arrest. Joseph Richard told the arresting officers that his dad is a city council member and asked to call his dad to ask him to come pick up the bicycle. On the phone, Councilmember Paul asked to speak to the officers and told them to bring his son home. The officer on the phone said his son was under arrest and would not be coming home immediately. Paul told the officer, quote, "Don't force me to do the other thing," and, quote, "I'm going to call the chief and you gonna be out of work." Officers said Paul then drove to the scene of the arrest and told the officer to let his son go. And he told the officers, quote, "You're out of work." Officers said Paul pulled his car into the middle of the road in front of them and continued to threaten them. Paul has been charged with one count of misconduct of a public officer and one count of a code of ethics violation. Both of these charges specifically apply to public or elected officials. This week, when a Blaine resident confronted Paul about these comments, the man said Paul implied he believed he should get special treatment by police officers because he voted for the police budget. The city council called a special meeting to address these new comments.
Upon reviewing the video, I'm deeply troubled. Troubled by comments that any city official should think that they should be treated better or differently than any other resident of our great city.
Councilmember Paul had the opportunity to address the council and residents at the meeting.
Now I don't have any comment more about it because the case is still active and is going. So I think after when we go over it with my lawyers and then you guys can hear more from there. Thank you.
His next court appearance will be in May. Mayor Sanders said he would ask the city's charter commission to consider making amendments to the city code and charter that would allow for a citizen recall of elected officials in the future. Richard Paul was elected to council in 2018 and ran unsuccessfully for mayor in 2020. His term ends at the end of this year.